Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back, everybody. This one's gonna be a little weird, and we've been talking about what?
I can smell the axe you used.
Is it that heavy?
Yes.
Sorry. Promise I'm gonna be showering tonight, so
Alright,
probably after this. You're like, yeah, that's great. Thank you. It's alright.
Thank you.
Yeah, as soon as I sat down, it was like, puff of air.
It was.
So we're doing a little bit of something different for this video, and we've been talking about it a lot. If you guys have been watching our Last of Us gameplay for the entirety of Last of Us, and we just finished Last of Us a couple days ago.
We did?
Yeah, I know, with the first game, and I thought it'd be great to sit down and talk about Last of Us Part 2. Now, to be fair, we're not going to be talking about spoilers. No spoilers. We're going to be going through some of the trailers that they have shown so far over the past 3 years, or a couple years now,
Yes.
to lead up to the release of the game, which is now in like 30 days now. Yeah, we're about 30 days out, which I'm really excited. And we already have the game pre-ordered. We're already going to be set to play that.
We're right as rain.
Yes, very. So we are already good to go on playing it, and you guys can bet your bottom dollar we'll be recording it. But at the moment, we are going to be going through the trailers of what they've shown. Again, we are not talking about spoilers. I've only known one spoiler that I got spoiled on because of a Facebook fiasco, and no longer going to be an issue. And I have stayed clear of everything else after that. And Taylor doesn't know anything.
Yes.
Witchly, I mean, sorry.
You said my name.
It's out there. But
The truth is out there.
it's somewhere. Perfect. No notes.
Alright.
So we're gonna sit down and go from the first one from 2016 and kind of speed up to the story. We're gonna watch them, and we're gonna kind of just talk about what our hopes are for the game, what we see from the game that we know from the trailers, what we can gather, speculate, theorize, and from the spoiler that I know, I am going to stay away from that as best I can. Though that does not mean I know anything. What the hell is my TV doing? Can you give me my remote? It's like picking up on my on my home screen. That's weird.
I did not click any buttons, I swear.
I don't think they can see that, so I don't know why. Sorry. All right, all good. All right, so we're gonna watch the first trailer. I'm gonna turn it up a smidge, so there might be some echoing, which is fine.
Sorry. In advance.
Sorry in advance. Thank you. You're awesome. Already ahead of it. Gonna be a little loud, so just bear with us. I remember when they showed this off, I had no idea what this was until one key scene in this trailer that gave it away, and everyone freaked out when they showed it off. It is right here, so it pans it back a little bit more. That. As soon as you saw the Firefly logo, everyone went ballistic. You should see like a live reaction to that. It is amazing.
That's awesome.
And then like everyone freaked out when they saw the Naughty Dog logo. Because we already knew. It was like, okay, we have Last of Us. And we were like, is it a spin-off? I'm like, this is clearly Ellie, but I love that tattoo still. I love that she hit it with her bite. And she is bloodied up.
Yeah.
What are you doing, kiddo?
It's Joel.
You really gonna go through with this?
I'm gonna find. And I'm gonna kill. Every last one of them.
Oof. God, that gave me goosebumps. Oh man, I saw these trailers last week just after we finished, and bold to call it part 2, by the way, because the first one's not even called part 1. Though that would have been implied there would have been a sequel, but.
Right, I mean, they didn't even know at the time.
So what did you think of that one? How about we just sit down on each one real quick and just like kind of process what you kind of saw there, and obviously she's beaten up. I don't know why she's even playing a guitar at the moment after she just slaughtered some men, but
Well, you gotta relieve the tension somehow.
I mean, did you see her shaking at the beginning? She was shaking like constantly,
Yes.
and then she just like held her fist, like she held it into a fist, and then she was able to play. Or like at least she got the the shake off. So
Yeah.
and then obviously Joel coming in, saying, "Are you really gonna go through this?" So this is obviously, and the creators of the game for the sequel, same guy, Neil Druckmann, is, and the entirety of Naughty Dog, obviously, they have talked about this game being a revenge story. To what degree, I have no idea. So. I heard when they and I don't quote me on this, but I thought when I saw this trailer, I heard that's all they filmed so far of the game. This was 3 years ago.
Oh.
So this was about 3+ years ago. So
That's 3 years ago.
yeah,
on
they
that Game
they
Trailers thing.
yeah, and they made that trailer. Oh no, I guess it's 2016, so 4 years. Sorry, like 4 years or so. But like they were like showing it off, this trailer off, and they said this is all they've done so far. But yet they do have a story to tell.
Wow.
Like that's all they've mocapped at that time. I was like, that's crazy. So I'm like wondering if this scene is even in the game, maybe. Though I can't imagine they would scrap anything or scrap as much, because they only had 4 years to make this, if not maybe a little longer than about 6. It depends on how long they started working on it. But what do you take about this trailer? This is the first one. That's the first one they ever released, confirming there's a sequel. And
Yeah. I mean,
what do you think about it? And
well,
obviously
that was awesome.
we're going to be playing as Ellie,
Yes.
which they let us play Ellie a couple times in the first game, so, and the DLC Left Behind. But how's it feel to like get out of Joel's shoes and kind of play just Ellie now for probably maybe the entirety of the game?
I think it's pretty cool.
And do we have any idea at the moment what the revenge thing could be, or like why is she going after these people?
No clue.
Because obviously no one harmed Joel in this trailer.
Yeah, unless they're
Joel's-
gonna like pull a Sixth Sense on us or something.
But, which was a lot of speculation when I watched this first trailer, and this was just like a speculation, like everyone was like pinpointing it, like Joel doesn't touch anything, he's walking. But I'm like, when do you see anything? I don't know if it's like a Last Jedi thing where Luke is there but he's not there, kind of sort.
I don't think Joel has the power to do that.
Or like he's not moving anything when he's walking.
I don't know. He
I don't know,
looks like he was stepping over things.
Yeah, I had to take a look, but that can't all be like. A lot of people were like, "What if he's dead and it's all in Ellie's mind?" That's
That would make me sad, but what an interesting story.
right. But I just feel like that's not the Last of Us way of doing
Yeah.
that, because they've never gone the mental or psychological route with your mind, at least in the game, in the first game. So I
Yeah.
kind of want to think like they're gonna keep it grounded. Sorry, that's our pugs playing.
Ah!
Sorry about the mic move. But that kind of feels like, I feel like they would be more grounded. If Joel's dead, Joel wouldn't be in that trailer,
Yeah.
as a beginning,
Yeah.
But obviously, to hype up the game, you have to obviously put Joel and Ellie in a trailer. Because if you don't, unless they just entirely do a different story, which would have been, which I always thought was interesting. Like, what if they could go into do different people's stories that didn't have to do anything with Ellie or Joel?
Right, but the
'Cause
thing
they have
that
such a-
made The Last of Us special and sort of important is the fact
True.
that Ellie is special and she is immune,
Mm-hmm.
and that you can get a vaccine from her. Sorry.
So I just don't know if they heard you as
Oh,
much. Sorry.
man, you guys are left in mystery.
Sorry, the dogs are just like growling a lot, so they're playing on the couch behind my back. Sorry, but yeah, I agree. You know, like she's important.
I don't see how any other people's story is gonna top that one if they did do
True.
something like that.
I just thought it was like they have such a great universe that they just set up, or like a world building set up with like all these people surviving for 20 years. So, and especially like they're doing a TV show now for Last of Us, which I heard they're just gonna take the first game and make it into a TV show,
Yeah.
which HBO is helping do. Which I'm kind of interested to see who they cast as everybody, because a lot of people are like gunning for like Hugh Jackman to play Joel, but I'm like, I don't know. I can't see Hugh Jackman playing that. I don't want I don't want another Logan. I mean, that's basically what we're getting.
I guess you're right.
All right, so that was the first trailer. So I think this is the second one. I'm gonna stay away from like the gameplay 11-minute demo one. So yeah, this is the next one. I'm gonna turn that down a smidge. Sorry guys in advance on the dogs playing. Can't stop that. It's not a perfect setup because we're in our living room.
I would live in a studio.
Yeah. We live in a studio apartment, guys. This is what you got to expect, the little things like this. Oh god. So when they showed this trailer off, a lot of people were like, didn't even know what this was until the very, very end, because the very, very end gave it away that it was Last of Us Part 2. Yeah. I was like, what is this? You know, like, what is this? Who is this character? And what is up with this cult? Because these guys look at this. Yeah, a lot of people a lot of people were upset with this trailer because of how violent it is. By the way, I'm like, that's gonna be the game, you know?
Well, you gotta understand, people are very sensitive and they don't like things. They can't handle things.
Did you see this
that's what I
trailer?
mean. Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay. I was just making sure. I didn't know whether or not you saw this one already. You did?
They are nested with sin.
Oh, jeez.
Free them, that they may know none.
That girl is buff, by the way. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I guess when you're in the apocalypse, you have survival of the fittest, really, you know.
Yara! Where is the other apostate? Clip her wings.
I hate this part. I could not watch a little bit just because it's torture. Or, yeah.
Oh, jeez. They're like, ah.
Yep. Ah, I'm gripping your leg just by watching that. I like how she grabs her and just chokes her out with her legs. How much strength do you need to do that, by the way?
Oh, she's a strong chick.
Yeah, she is. Oh, that'll do it too. Oh god. Yeah, a lot of people did not like this trailer for how violent it was. Oh, and she's choking too. Shit.
Yara. Demons are coming. Cut her down. She's one of them. Lev.
They don't really have time to argue. Just cut her down before she chokes out. Or, you know, obviously dies. God, the graphics on here is insane. Look at that, you know? This is the game. Can you believe that? This is a game? Almost looks photorealistic, you know? She's like, I only got one hand. One good hand.
What
No.
are they?
Yeah, this is what gave it away, this scene right here.
Watch your backs.
The clickers. That gave it
yeah.
away.
Whew.
I know. I think we have like 2 more. So that one was entirely something else because you know
That was
there's.
a very brutal trailer. What channels were they playing it on? It obviously wasn't Nickelodeon.
No, it was obviously. I thought it was Stars, right? It was Stars.
Alright.
Kidding.
They don't have commercials on Stars, do they?
No. All right, so we have 2 more. We have the release. Well, this was 7 months ago when they released the date, and they delayed it. They've delayed it twice now. They delayed it. It was supposed to come out in February, and then it got delayed to May, and now it got delayed to June. So this is the release date trailer, but this shows more. But what did you think of that trailer? Like, obviously, it looked like some cult
Yes.
thing.
That obviously needed to be wiped out, and thank goodness they got their comeuppance in that trailer.
And I'm sure these are going to be the villains we fight, like that cult
Yeah.
maybe in the game. Judging, well, just because I kind of have I have an idea is because there's an 11-minute gameplay demo of her going after this cult or
Really?
running into the cult. So we're not going to show that because that's 11 minutes, and we're going to try to avoid that. Just going to show trailers, and then we're going to talk about it. You know, it's nice to see there's different characters. So I'm kind of interested to see how those characters are kind of involved with Ellie's story.
Yeah.
Maybe she runs into them,
Look at it.
or maybe even we play as one of them.
Well,
That's
maybe.
just my assumption from watching the trailer. Because otherwise, unless they're very important to the story, where because Ellie's not even in there, you know.
Right.
You have entirely new characters. I think they already have names. Everyone that you saw that lived, those 3 main characters.
Well, wasn't that one of the things they talked about the game? Is that everyone in there has a name?
Well, yeah, we'll go into the enemies and the gameplay later. I'd like to address that later,
Well,
which
I
I think
was
is kind of.
just saying, yes or no, simple yes or no.
Yes, so they have this like really cool mechanic now when you're running into the game. When you're playing through the game, you're not just slaughtering like, you know, villain A or villain B that's on the, you know, or like, you know, guy with dog, mercenary. They all have names. So like if you like, let's say you take out like Marcus, and then like his friend Matthew comes by and he's like, I haven't seen Marcus in a while. Where is he? And they find his corpse, and then obviously Matthew's all riled up because he's like, she killed Marcus. Like, I was like, that is kind of a cool touch that they all have, like, they have a personality, and, you know, kind of feels like they're more human that way.
Yeah.
So it's just an interesting concept to the gameplay that they talked about that they're going to be showing. So next trailer, you ready? This is more of a story trailer, so we kind of have an idea of what's going to happen. Or at least with Ellie and her story. And if this is nudity, I'm gonna have to take that out.
How would you
Blur it.
You think there's nudity in
kiss
this?
from last night?
It said nudity on the ratings.
But it's not going to be in the preview.
No, not the preview, no.
Right. That's what I thought you meant.
Look who decided to join us. All right. You all know the drill. Run your routes,
So in the gameplay trailer, you see that she shares a kiss with Dina in that
You run into
11-minute
anything
gameplay
you
trailer
can't handle.
that we didn't show. Or we're not
We're
going
just
to.
talking about things that we're not even gonna watch anymore.
No, we're gonna watch it. Or do we want to show that to them?
Just the thing we're talking about things that aren't even gonna show.
Well, this takes place. That's scene. The scenes we're seeing now takes place after the kiss the night before.
Dina, where are you?
Looks like they go out on a hunt and then things go awry. Jeez.
Get off me! Please stop!
They killed someone.
Obviously. It's Tommy, Joel's brother.
I have to finish it.
You have no idea what you're walking into.
What are you doing?
You don't know how large that group is, how armed.
I don't care.
Oof. The shaking again, you know?
You can't stop this.
Looks like you're fighting more. Oh, that's the new flickers, or the new floaters, or whatever. It looks like you're gonna be fighting more humans, though. It looks like, but they
Yeah,
are.
because humans are the real villains in this, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, we did fight more humans, I think,
What the hell are
than
you doing
infected. You know.
You think I'd let you do this on your own?
Man, there's some age to him, you know.
Well, it's been a few years. And this is a tough
Yeah, this so this takes place. Oh, they even changed it. Wow, they changed. They actually went back and changed that trailer. They edited the ending. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
Because when that trailer came out 7 months ago, they announced February something,
Oh,
like February 27th or something. I was like, oh my god, February, and it was like 3 or 4 months about to release, and then they delayed it like a month later to May, and then obviously with the global pandemic going on right now, they delayed it indefinitely to now June, so it's kind of nice. But from what did you think of the trailer? Obviously, we get a little bit more
good.
context.
Yes, we do need more context. I'm curious to learn more about the story.
So
It
you-
definitely keeps me interested.
So obviously, there's a new love interest with Ellie, where in the 11-minute gameplay demo they showed like there's some kind of party that night, and she runs into Dina, which is one of her friends. Don't know how long they've been friends. This takes place 5 years after the events of Last of Us Part 1. So Ellie's like 19 now. She's 19 years old. She has a friend named Dina, and I don't know how long they've been friends, probably for around that same time. And they share a kiss at the dance, and obviously Dina talks about it and looks like she like they go out on a scavenging hunt to. I think what I heard was that they were going to they clear out the infected areas, like they're like make sure there's no clickers or infected anywhere, kind of clear it out, and also search for anything that's needed.
Yeah.
It's kind of like just scout parties, just to kind of clear the area out so there's no problems. So it looks like they get trapped in the winter storm and they get separated. So sounds like something bad happens. Obviously,
Yes, obviously.
these people come into Jackson Town, or I think Jackson County, or whatever. I think it's called Jackson something. Tommy's place. So this is the same place that Joel and Ellie went to at the very end of the game.
Yeah.
So then they've been there for 5 years. And obviously something bad happens. Don't know what to the extent. A lot of people were assuming like Dina was going to die. Because you don't see Dina after this.
Yeah.
And then you hardly see Joel. You only see him in the one scene. You know? Which is just interesting. Like, do you think there's a falling out? Do you think she already knows about the first game?
That was a very good question. I didn't know what to think about all that.
Mm-hmm.
Because are we supposed to know? Yeah.
Well, what else kind of drew you to the trailer? What else did you notice?
I don't know. Sorry. What did you notice?
Well, I mean, obviously a lot more violence, a lot more violent now
Yeah.
this time around. So, which
But it's
kinda
bound to
tracks with-
progress that way.
I know, and it looks a lot more bleaker, a lot more darker from the first game. Not that the first game wasn't dark already, but it just looks like, because like the developer said, dark revenge tale. It's like, whoever she's hunting down this entire flock of people or group
Yes.
just to get back at whatever happened. I don't know what to extent. A lot of people are saying it's Dina, just because you don't see her anymore. Otis, can you get off of her? My goodness. Does he need water?
I don't know. Maybe.
All right, so we're gonna play the last trailer, and then we're just gonna talk about our theories and what we hope for the game, and kind of how it's gonna pan out. So
Yeah.
I like how they don't use the water bowl over there, and they're drinking from your cup,
Well,
well, your spare cup, because you were like, I'm
I
done.
now have a decoy cup.
A decoy cup, so she can still drink her water, but then also give them water. She likes to be handed things.
Yeah. Lucy's
Like,
the
literally,
little
we can't
princess.
feed Lucy. But we have 2 pugs, so they're goofy. But,
Insert picture here.
you like that? Yeah. No, good pictures. Yeah. I like that picture. That was a good picture. Yeah, this was there's a little they're difficult sometimes, but they're pugs, so they're lazy. So, how about we watch the last trailer and we wrap this up? Sound good? Sound
Yeah.
good? All right.
There you go, Otis. You got it?
All right, this is the last trailer. This is kind of their final trailer for the game. This is the official story trailer. This is going to be the final trailer before the launch. I'm sure they'll have like a launch trailer, but this is the final trailer. I think they're going to try to avoid not showing anything else after this,
Yes.
which they've been good
I
on
know you wish things were different.
not doing. So it's so interesting seeing like the first game flashbacks. That's obviously a younger.
I wish things were different.
Ellie!
But they ain't.
Please stop.
Damn, Ellie.
She got the shit beat out of her.
I'm leaving tomorrow.
A lot more Joel in this episode or in this trailer.
To do this smart, we'd be leaving Jackson vulnerable.
So they just get to
Oh
get
my
away
God.
with this?
How'd you find us?
You can't stop this.
I want what you want. But not at any cost.
Jeez. Oh, sorry. Pugs again.
Make it.
That was one of her friends from the from Jackson. So I guess she has some friends that come with her.
I have to finish it.
There's a cost.
We could have killed you. Maybe you should have.
Damn. Ugh. I am so glad they're stopping at this because I'm like, okay, I don't want to see any more. You know, I'm
Yeah,
done. I think
I mean,
I'm
he's not
sold.
playing the game or anything because he just doesn't want to see it.
No, I don't want to see any more trailers. You know, because I feel like that is good. A lot more Joel in this one.
Yeah.
You know, a lot more. Like he is more prominent now. And it was nice to see some scenes from or at least them in part 1. Like,
yeah.
literally, that's Ellie at 14 and Joel at however old he was. But like, yeah, it looks like they redid some scenes from the first game.
It does look like
Unless
that.
there's new ones that we missed. I mean, because there's a lot of gaps in between the acts of the first one.
Yeah.
So, man, just so much. It gets darker. Like, I think halfway through, it just kept getting darker and more violent, and just you can even see it got dark and red
Yeah, it did.
for like blood and. So, what do you think?
I'm excited, honestly.
I
Can't
am
wait
very
for it.
excited, and I'm glad we got to sit down and just talk about some of the trailers that they've shown off. I know it's not all of them, and I know there's some gameplay ones that I avoided. I think this is the one right here. This is it, the 11-minute demo. But we're going to avoid that one. If you guys want to watch it, just type in gameplay E3 2018 for Last of Us Part 2, and there's like an 11-minute demo of like Ellie, surviving in a town or something. So, but I just wanted to stick with story.
Yeah.
And kind of talk about what do you hope to see out of this next
That
one.
both Ellie and Joel make it out alive.
All right.
That's what I hope.
I don't know if that's
to see.
possible. I don't think both of them could make it.
No.
I mean, she is literally on a suicide quest at that point, right? I mean,
Yes.
like, she's like, I have lost everything, and it does, and like, my life doesn't mean anything at this point. I'd rather just, I have nothing to lose, and that's literally, I think that's what she's doing something that's like she has nothing to lose at this point,
Yeah.
because she's already lost something very dear, and a lot of people. I mean, you only saw Dina once in this trailer.
Do you think it wasn't just Dina that she lost?
Maybe she lost a lot other people.
Yeah.
Friends?
Maybe the Jacksonville or whatever's gotten all attacked.
Or maybe she's just grown to love this community, and it got attacked. It got vulnerable. It got weak for a moment, and they got attacked really hard, and they lost a lot of people. And Ellie just can't let that go.
Yeah.
Maybe, and maybe along the way Dina died too. I don't know. Maybe, I can't be for sure. So this is just me speculating. I would love it if they both get out of this alive, but like I said, I think someone's the risk they're taking to do this. It sounds like not either of them, and whoever else joins them, like maybe Tommy stays there, or they're not getting out unscathed.
Yes. Well, you asked me what my hopes were, and I told you.
I know. I'm just
I
letting
told you my hopes, and you crushed them.
I'm
Successfully.
sorry. Just how dark it is, like,
Successfully crushed my hopes.
I would love to hope that they get it out alive. Whatever their mission is, it sounds like Joel kind of follows her through the fire, because that's what she's literally doing, jumping in the fire, and he's just jumping after her.
Yeah.
But damn, just it is an intense. What do you hope to? What else do you hope for the game? Like, what do you hope to see? Do you hope to find some peace in this?
Yeah, I hope Ellie can find peace, because, geez, this is a revenge story. Like we've been talking
Satisfaction,
about this whole time.
even like may not even be
I
peace.
doubt
but
there'll be satisfaction for her, but
she kills a lot of people in these trailers.
at least peace of mind knowing that she eradicated all those who did her wrong.
And I mean, it kind of paints the picture that like we were talking about in the first game, like you're not a good guy, no matter what. I mean, like Ellie is going after these people like she was slicing them. She was slicing their necks. She was stabbing them repeatedly. I mean, shooting them, blowing them up. I mean, like she is not a good person in this. And I'm sure the guys had it coming too, but I'm sure as a player, when we're playing the game, we're gonna feel like, yeah, this needs to be done. These people deserve to die. And I'm sure
But even the song she was singing in that first trailer we watched, it shows that she feels like she's not on the good side anymore,
she's not on the path of right because I'm wrong. I think that's
Yeah.
what she was saying, in the lyrics.
Right? Exactly.
So I guess
she
so.
knows what she's doing, and
she doesn't care. She'll be the villain if it means she gets exactly what she wants. And I think that's interesting.
Yeah, I think so too.
So this is
And maybe if she did ever find out about what Joel did, maybe this is the way she could forgive him for that.
maybe so, or maybe he already know. I mean, it's been 5 years. Do you not think she would figure that out?
I have
or-
no clue, honestly.
That's what I'm also hoping, like, just establishing, like, how their relationship is, too, at the beginning of part 2. Like, are they even on speaking terms? And it looks like we're going to see flashbacks. I mean, obviously, you see Joel, younger Joel, or at least younger Joel from the first game, and younger Ellie.
Yeah.
It is going to be interesting if we see, like, a flashback of some sort, or as a beginning. Like, I don't know how do you even top the first game with, you know... By the way, we are obviously talking about spoilers for Last of Us 1, because obviously we would be talking about a sequel. It's a 7-year-old game. You had time, okay? You had time. But, I mean, like, Sarah dying his daughter at the beginning? Like, how do you...
Spoiler alert. Just kidding.
How do you top that, you know? Like,
Right.
how do you top something that emotional?
Pretty deep.
I'm wondering how they're going to even start this game up. Like, do you play as a younger version of Ellie getting to Jackson or something? That's just my opinion. Like I said, I am staying far away from from spoilers. I'm just wondering, like, how emotional will this beginning part be to get us invested? Like, okay, I am game. I'm solid. I am in for this long haul of this.
I think many of us are invested already thanks to these trailers.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully the beginning of the game won't disappoint. Even
And
though
I'm
they do have more of a
I'm sure
relaxed
they-
time in it.
I mean, even the developers, they were saying, like, they wanted to make a story that's kind of like, that could stand on its own apart from the first game, though it's still part of that universe. Like, it's still retconned. It's still, like they were saying, like, it's still a continuation of the story, but be a story of itself.
Yeah.
So I'm like, them saying that, I'm like, they still have to address some stuff from the first game, you know?
Yeah.
Like, do you think I mean, like, because if you notice, like, from the first game, like, you had David, who was a cannibal and a villain that you kind of ran into because you were killing his men.
Yeah.
That was a repercussion of your violence to people. I'm wondering if, like, will we run into anybody that would know us from the first game because we slaughtered people?
That would be interesting.
That'd be an interesting concept, right? Like, just like we ran into people that, like, oh, we killed like his father or her mother, or, you know.
Did we kill any women?
No, I was just
Who killed
it was-
her father or her brother?
or I guess you're right, yes, or her grandpa, or I don't know, but I didn't see any old men.
Kill any old men?
I don't know. It would be kind of cool if, like, there was some repercussion, and though I don't think there would be, because
We went through all that in the first game. It's time to focus on
yeah,
the second
I'm
game.
hoping that they keep this contained, though it's still continuation. They keep it contained because of it's just stuff that happens with them, you know, years later down in their life. So, do you think this could set up another game, or?
Well, it depends on how this one ends, I guess.
True, you know, like, they could immediately end this game, and they
It
said,
might
like, we're
be
done with
the
Last of
end
Us, guys.
their story, but
Yeah, like, they'd be like, we're done, but if... I do know that, like, they're going to keep doing... I do know... I didn't want him stepping on your chest, sorry. I do know that they want to do, like, more Uncharted games
okay.
without Naughty Dog, I think. Which is what I heard. Like, I heard that Naughty Dog is done. They finished... They got 5 games done of Uncharted, and they're done.
Just the ladder.
And I think I'm like, you can't really milk as much. I mean, like, I think what they did with Uncharted, up to Uncharted 4, I think that's perfect. They should stop. But, like, obviously, they could keep going and do other stories. That they kind of left that open.
Yeah.
But, like, not have Nathan Drake be the main protagonist anymore. Which I'm like, okay, that's cool. You know, I would probably, maybe they had, like, a one-off shoot. But, like, I don't want them to milk this franchise also, but, like, it's such a great franchise. I love it, and it's a great world to be in, and I wouldn't mind if they did, like, side stories too, like, oh, we're gonna like, it doesn't even have to be in America. They could do it in, like, Europe and see how that shit hit the fan, you know?
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. Because, like, what's interesting is, like, The Walking Dead, they always focused on, you know, being in the States. But like I think they've done comics where they've talked about people out of the States experiencing it a little bit, not too much. But like I'll be like, that'd be kind of cool to see like how's Germany doing?
Dealing with it.
Yeah, how is the whole world dealing with this thing? Because it can't just be, you know, the United States.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, because after 20 years, you don't think other people from other countries would chime in and help, but you know.
They got their own problems.
But I would not mind if they play this off right at the end. I don't know how they're gonna end it, but it'd be interesting how they end the part 2 to set up a sequel maybe. But like I said, we don't know. I'm hoping they could keep going with this story. You know, like I said, the first game was so perfect. I didn't even need another one.
Yeah.
I think it was perfect, and it didn't need anything
You didn't
else.
even want this second game.
Well, as soon as I saw it, I'm like, I trust the developers to know what they're doing, to not milk it, but also they have a story to tell, and I'm like, I'm happy with that. I trust Naughty Dog at this point. I think like Sony gives them like so much leeway now, like. If they say we're going to make this game and it's going to take 10 years, Sony would be like, okay, take your damn time.
Take 20.
Like, literally, I think they would take their time with... They said, you have as long as you want because they've proven themselves to make great games.
Yeah.
And it's not just The Last of Us. You got all the Uncharted games to count for that, too. So, I could keep talking forever. I stopped right there. I'm sorry.
No.
But anything else you want to wrap up? So I don't keep jibber-jabbing.
No, I'm good. Well, thank you for joining us. This has been fun.
It was a really interesting concept. I'm gonna... If we get flagged, we get flagged. I don't know. We can just make this... I can just make this an audio thing. I don't know.
I thought you made sure this is...
No, it shouldn't be a problem because I've seen people react to trailers all the time, you know?
Okay.
So what's this any different, you know?
I don't know.
And these are like almost a year-old trailer, like several-year-old trailers, so it's not like can't be in too much trouble. And we're kind of promoting Last of Us at the same point, even though we're not being
free promotion.
We're not being told to promote. I'm just saying this is such a great game, and I'm glad we got to talk about theorizing and just looking at trailers and kind of speculating and kind of hope what we're hoping from this whole thing. So, but we're a month out now with Last of Us Part 2, and I'm getting more and more... I think I'm more excited about this game than any other game this year.
Yeah,
I know a lot of games...
This is the one you've definitely been hyping.
I am really excited for Cyberpunk, which is something that's coming out in September. It was actually supposed to come out in April, but got delayed. But I think I'm more hyped for this, just because we were on the hype train for Last of Us 1, and we've just been playing that, and I just got more pumped and seeing trailers, and now that there's a release date finally. So, yeah, I think this is probably maybe my game of the year this year, if all goes well. We'll see.
Right.
Cyberpunk would have to wow me then, because Witcher is fucking fantastic, and they did a great job with that. So,
They did.
but we'll leave it at that, guys. Let us know what you guys think about Last of Us Part 2. No spoilers, please. Please. I have to sift through that, and I don't want it. I don't want to see spoilers. Please, just don't do it. You know, don't spoil. Please don't. I'm just asking nicely. All right. I wouldn't do it. I'm not that kind of man to do that kind of thing to other people. For a game that is not even out yet, that is a dick move. You know.
He'll go all Ellie on your ass. If
I will
you
go.
put
I will do
spoilers in
it.
the comments.
I will do exactly what Ellie is doing. I will do it. It's too late now. I've already gonna do it. So, yeah, just let us know what you guys think about Last of Us Part 2 and how you guys are getting ready for it and what you guys think is gonna happen without spoiling, obviously. So, just speculating, theorizing what your hopes and dreams are. But if you guys like this, like it, subscribe, obviously. We're gonna be doing Left Behind soon to cap off the game. The series until we hit Part 2. At the moment, we're doing Shadow of the Colossus, and we're going to go back to doing some other things, like maybe some more Stardew Valley.
Yes.
Yes, you were just tired. I think you're just like, are we done? All right, how about you close it off?
I am Witchly.
And I'm Crazed. Thank you guys for watching.
Later.
Later.